recording.
Suspend the show right now.
You're gonna zipline directly into the harpoon?
Yeah,
What do you know about planes?
I know a lot about planes.
Buckle in, dude. It's gonna suck.
Put your hand on the screen.
How did they find out? Who was the one?
This show has gotten infinitely more gay.
The mystical land of New Jersey.
I don't understand how the laws in this country work anymore.
Welcome to the Rebel Radio Show, live, uncut, uncensored. Well, honestly, probably pre-recorded this
Yeah.
week.
Uncut.
Absolutely.
Still uncut, still uncensored.
Still on CBW Radio.
A little bit pre-recorded this time.
Yeah, so a little bit of backstory real quick before we dive in. Internet here at the Rebel Studios,
Garbage.
non-existent the past 6 days. They say it's going to be fixed tomorrow. We'll see.
Fingers crossed. The Wi-Fi angels come and sprinkle their Wi-Fi dust on us.
That's kind of how that works, right?
Yeah.
On the board is
Hello.
Jules.
Hi.
To my right is Shani.
Howdy.
I'm Radio's Rebel DJ Style, and you can follow us all over social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, but not on Threads.
Damn it. Not on Threads, damn it.
What is Threads, number one?
To my
Shoes.
to my understanding, Threads is Facebook/Instagram because they are owned by Meta.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It is their retaliation at Twitter.
It's like Meta Twitter?
Yeah. So I don't have it, but I know someone who like downloaded it and they didn't make an account, but they were like looking at it.
Yeah.
It seems like Twitter.
Okay.
Looks like Twitter. Kind of feels like Twitter.
It's just Meta's answer to Twitter, then.
Yes.
I'm going to do
Smells
this
like
real
Twitter.
also,
Yeah.
Elon Musk is like filing a lawsuit against Zuckerberg about it.
quick. In addition to the cage match that he wants?
No, yeah. So that actually, I just did some research on
Yeah.
that topic. That's really interesting. So they were gonna have a cage match, and it was legit gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like Dana White was like they were gonna do it through the UFC, and it was gonna be a real ass cage match. And then Elon Musk's mom was like,
What?
yeah, Elon Musk's mom was like, no, my son is not gonna participate in this
What?
cage match. And so Elon was like, well, my mom fucking said no. Like my mom said no, guys.
Wait, Elon's mom or Zuck's mom?
Elon's mom.
That's insane.
Yeah, and
That's
also.
insane.
And he listened.
Also, apparently,
Oh, mama's boy.
Zuckerberg has been like training Taekwondo for a long time.
Yeah, like he does Muay Thai and
Yeah,
Taekwondo or
it's-
something. One of the two.
one of those.
Yeah.
Scary.
So yeah, this whole like Threads thing has turned into like a lawsuit now, and I think it might be because Elon is butthurt that he couldn't do the cage match.
That's amazing.
So he's like, I'm gonna fucking sue you guys because this is too similar to Twitter.
But like now, Elon's the one calling out Zuck, saying he wants us to fight him.
No, I think that was a while ago.
No, like recently he did it again.
Last I heard on the situation was that Elon and Zuck both wanted to, and
Yeah.
they were both down to it, and like behind closed doors, they were having conversations with Dana White to actually like put it on TV and have a cage match. And then Elon's mom came out and was like, "No, I won't let my son participate. Swear on my life, this is like the actual truth." She was like, "No, like my son won't participate in this cage fight. I won't allow it." And Elon was like, "Well, I have to. My mom said so."
Elon's mom just doesn't want to see him get completely fucked up by a robot.
Yeah.
You
well,
can't
yeah,
fight a robot.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
It just punched
Elon's
right through
mom
him.
knows the truth.
Yeah.
Knows what's really going on. It's gonna pull out the like go gadget fucking
Yeah.
Mike Tyson fury punches.
Hashtag Zuck's not real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not real.
But in addition to all that happening with
Yeah.
Threads,
Yes.
Um,
So Threads is interesting. Threads
yeah.
is new social media. It's interesting.
Threads is interesting for more than
I
one
didn't
reason.
know
Right.
it existed
Right.
at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it pop up on a couple people's profiles, of like, because it shows like I have a Threads account or some
Oh,
shit. On,
really?
yeah, on
Really?
Facebook.
That's
it has like a link.
interesting.
It's weird.
That's interesting.
It's a weird time.
Yeah.
It's weirder if you're Dane Cook or Chris D'Elia or Ellen, because apparently all of these disgraced comedians are trying to make a comeback on Threads, which is an interesting move to say the least.
It seems like to me this is the equivalent of like the streamers who were getting banned from Twitch, and they're like, all right, well, we're just gonna fucking move to Rumble then.
Yeah.
You know, like we're just gonna move to a platform that allows us to talk about this. And so it's interesting also because Threads is so new, so it's like we'll see how that go. Like, we'll see if Threads is like,
Yeah,
oh, you guys aren't allowed, or you guys are allowed.
Threads is very much in the boat of it needs as many big names on its side as it can at the moment.
That's also true.
Because the Rumble thing's an interesting point. Because the only thing I could equate this to was when Twitter was banning a bunch of like super right wing accounts and Trump and all that.
Yeah.
And like, well, we'll just make what's his called Truth Social.
Truth Social.
Yeah, and they're like, we'll just make Truth Social and we can all go there.
Yeah.
That's what it seemed like here. Is like, well, Ellen and is Ellen banned from Twitter?
I don't know. Feel like this is an interesting.
Ask Elon's mom.
It's true. She
Yeah,
knows.
I don't know if she is. I would assume that even if she isn't, she's probably not doing much because
Right.
she's been publicly like lambasted as a dickbag on set.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she's banned. I just don't keep up with Ellen, I guess.
The Swifties would tear her apart.
Real quick, let me go through this list of people I've got. And this is from Rolling Stone.
Okay.
Just the quick list of people that are noted on here. Comedians. Chris D'Elia, as we mentioned. Carlos Mencia,
Oh, dude.
which he's a douche too.
Yeah, he's a joke thief.
Dane Cook. This is where my browser instantly crashes. Ellen.
Thanks, Wi-Fi.
Thanks, Wi-Fi. We love it. Oh, look, you got the same block I do on my screen.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Don't want to shop here, Rolling Stone.
Yeah.
Can I please just continue to my article? There it is. Okay. Dane Cook. That's it. Dane Cook, Ellen, Chris D'Elia, and
I mean, there's probably
Carlos
other.
Mencia. I'm sure there is, but
well,
these are the highlighted.
Yeah, because it brings up a interesting like conversation that I didn't think about before. Not right now is that like these people who were banned on these bigger social medias
Or canceled.
canceled, whatever, they like the ball is really in I guess Meta's court.
Yeah.
To be like, are we gonna ban these people? Are we not gonna ban these people? Are we gonna let them? And
Right.
it's interesting. It's gonna be an interesting like this is gonna I don't know. New social media is always interesting to me. Like when TikTok first came out, like, oh, this will be interesting to see how it affects society. And then TikTok fucking took over. You know. And
I thought
now
it was just going to be like Musically.
I remember
That's what it bought out, right? That was
Yeah.
the original?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I remember with TikTok being like trying to stay away from it for a little bit at first, and then one day out of the blue, I was like, okay, it seems funny. Like it seems like I can get a good laugh out of this, and then I was obsessed for over like it took over society, and I wonder what Threads will be like. Like I wonder if it will be as big as Twitter.
To me, it seems like a very flash in the pan thing, but I mean, so does everything when it starts, right?
Yeah, I guess.
I think this could be the death nail before it starts, though. If they're gonna because from all of these posts, it's literally like they're here to promote shows. It's like, hey, I'm on Threads. Here's my latest booking information.
Right. Which I mean,
real quick, if anyone doesn't know, let's run through these few names real quick.
mhm.
You know more about Chris D'Elia than I do.
Yeah, so Chris D'Elia is kind of a scumbag. He was there's like screenshots of him messaging like 14-year-olds and being sexual and making no inappropriate comments towards these younger, and I think also I could be way blowing this out of proportion, but I think there was like supposed to be a scheduled meetup with a young person, and then that didn't
he almost got
happen.
Hansoned?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure how positive, but he's done no things, and he's kind of been blackballed by the industry.
Interesting.
Yeah. So not a good guy.
Yeah.
Like he used to be like a Joe Rogan level guy,
Very
Yeah.
raunchy comedy, like
Yeah. And I mean
teenager
And it was
aim.
funny.
yeah, no, like it was I remember him being on Vine and stuff like that, and being
Yeah.
like, okay, I get his style of humor. And then now all the stuff came out, and I was kind of just like, okay, well,
Needless
one
to
leads
say,
two,
his 13-year-old aimed comedy went a little too far.
Yeah.
Ellen, I mean, everyone knows all the shit that's come about Ellen. Not even just all the conspiracy stuff about her being like in cults and eating
Yeah.
children and all that shit.
Yeah.
But she's also just a terrible person behind the
She's just
scenes
an
and
asshole.
abusive to her crew. And her
Yeah.
show got canceled, and everyone was happy about it. And
Yeah, and like I remember that picture. Do you guys remember the picture of her? It was during COVID.
with the hand,
No,
That?
maybe. I don't know. But I remember seeing a picture of her in her house. And I don't remember if this was COVID or pre-COVID or what. But people, like, zoom and enhanced on her ankle. And it looked like she was wearing an ankle monitor.
Yeah,
like
she was under house arrest.
Yeah. Was that a real
she-
thing?
She was under house
We
arrest. I don't
reported
remember
something about it.
what. Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I remember seeing the picture. And it was like... it was like for her Twitter or something like
Yeah.
that. And she was just like posing on the couch, but like you could see zoom in on the picture and you could see like, oh,
Yeah.
that looks like an ankle monitor. Is
Yeah.
Ellen on house arrest? So like, yeah, I don't know. I think Ellen's kind of just a bad person. From what I've heard about how she acted to, yeah, like you said, her crew on set behind the scenes and stuff like that, just kind of not a cool person.
Ellen, if you want to believe the conspiracy or not, she's still just a shitty human being.
Right.
And apparently really evil to all her crewmates and producers and everything.
Right.
Dane Cook is the next on the list, which I still am not convinced, and I might be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. 216-859-8699 if you have more information on Dane Cook. Feel free to text in or leave us a voicemail. I don't think he's necessarily a disgraced comedian. It seems like he's done some pretty, like, not so great things, but it doesn't seem like it's been anything like
Maybe.
illegal.
Maybe not so
We
crazy.
don't know is the thing. So the biggest conspiracy or biggest scandal with Dane Cook, I'll say, is that it came out in 2018 or 2019 that he was in a relationship with a 19-year-old, and that apparently they'd known each other the year prior, which would still make her 18. I'm not
Right.
saying it's not
Right.
creepy because the dude was
Right.
probably late 30s, early 40s by then.
He's tiptoeing the line.
But yeah,
he's
it's-
really walking that
Yeah.
thin line, you know.
And I guess the speculation comes in of, well, how long did he know this girl, right?
Was
Yeah.
there grooming
Was there
involved?
grooming? Yeah, I
Right.
think that's the big
Right.
That's the big question.
But from everything I could find, we only know up until she was 18. That's as far as like we can confirm as much research as I've done into it. So like, it's not necessarily he's a pedophile, but he's not exactly swinging in his own age range there, you know. Other than that, the only other things I could find on Dane Cook were he made a poorly timed joke about a shooting in Colorado,
Yeah.
and he's been banned from the Laugh Factory for being an asshole.
Here's what the Rolling Stone says.
Yeah.
So Threads is for assholes.
Yeah, Threads is for everyone.
This video is
now.
gonna get taken down off
Threads-
Facebook.
Threads is
Oh, no.
Threads is for everyone right now. Wait until they monetize it, and
Yeah,
then
there
we'll
we
see
go,
who
yeah.
Threads is for. You know, give it a month or two. Rolling Stone says Cook did his iffy reputation no favors last summer when he, at the age of 50, revealed that he was engaged to his 23-year-old girlfriend Kelsey Taylor after 5 years of dating. Internet sleuths quickly figured out that Kuth had known Taylor since she was as young as 17,
Well,
and attending Cook's, quote, game nights, which were frequented by underage girls as well as adults.
well,
That timeline and the eyebrow-raising age gap between Cook and Taylor had Twitter users branding him as, quote, groomer.
all right. Well, never mind. Dane Cook's an
No.
asshole.
Redacted.
Redact. Dane Cook's an
No.
asshole. And then Carlos Butthole Mencia. We
Yeah.
all know him. He steals jokes. He was like the
Yeah.
first one that got outed for just literally blatantly ripping off people's comedy.
Dude, I didn't see it till just recently, but the video of Joe Rogan getting up on stage with Carlos Mencia
Oh,
and
yeah.
like calling him out, being
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Here, you steal jokes, fucker!" Like we know.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's way worse than any heckle you could ever get. Someone who's a better comedian coming on stage and being like,
And roasting your ass.
yeah,
and
roasting your
calling
ass.
you out.
Yeah, while you're in the middle of a set. Oh my
Yeah.
god, I would. Yeah, Carlos Mencia should go on Threads because no one's on that shit. He should go away.
While you're in the middle of somebody else's material.
Yeah,
I
bro.
never-
Yeah.
I never in my life thought I'd hear Carlos Mencia in mainstream news again past 2012.
Hey man, he's on Threads. Get on
If
Threads.
that's
man.
not the reason they get on Threads,
Yeah,
I don't know
man.
what
you
is.
Gotta hear what Carlos Mencia took from someone else, man.
I might get on Threads to heckle these guys. I'm not gonna lie.
That would be really funny.
I can't. There can't be a huge audience on Threads, right?
Yeah,
I
they probably
wonder-
don't have a lot of interaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if his
Just
tickets
being
are
at the
cheap.
top of their engagement
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are these people? Get away from me! Stop bullying me!
So
If he's back and running again, I wonder if his tickets are cheap. I've been wanting
Well-
to see Matt Rife.
all of these guys still tour. all of these guys
Yeah.
still do comedy.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh,
crazy
yeah.
part. Like, they're getting bookings.
Well, it's because
Who
these
goes?
apparently 17-year-olds.
yeah people. Well, it's A, people who don't know. B, people
who don't care.
who like know but don't care.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Listen.
Yeah.
I know we got to go to break here, but I know growing up, you got shit if you liked Dane Cook past like 14.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to like Dane Cook and you're going to like him as a groomer. 216-859-8699.
CBW Radio.
You shake more than once, we know what you're doing.
Find yourself a girl and settle down. Live a simple life in a quiet town. Steady as she goes. Steady as she goes. So steady as she goes. Your friends have shown a kink in the single life. You've had too much to think, now you need a wife. Steady as she goes. So steady as she goes. Well, here we go again. You found yourself a friend that knows you well. But no matter what you do, you'll always feel as though you trip and fell. So steady as she goes. When you have completed what you thought you had to do, and your blood's depleted to the point of stable glue, then you'll get along. Then you'll get along. Steady as she goes. So steady as she goes. Well, here we go again. You found yourself a friend that knows you well. But no matter what you do, you'll always feel as though you tripped and fell. So steady as she goes. Steady as she goes. Settle for a world, neither up or down. Send it to the sound, never gather round. Settle for a girl, neither up or down. Send it to the sound, never gather round. So steady as she goes. Steady as she goes. Steady as she goes. So steady as she goes. Steady as she goes. Are you steady now? 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 Steady as she goes.
You're listening to the Rebel Radio Show.
There's physically a rendered penis on your screen that you can shape and mold to your desire. Why?
Why not?
Live on CBW.
Hey, real quick in the same vein, not the pedophile vein,
Never.
Not
the
that
pedophile
vein. But the vein of like, not disgrace, but comedians that fell off.
Yeah.
Jeff Dunham's still taking bookings.
Jeff Dunham.
Dunham.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still taking bookings. Remember Jeff Dunham? Anyway, I've
Yeah.
got a Raise Energy here with me, and it is the strawberry colada flavor. I'm a very big fan of it.
Ooh la la.
I got it in my Raise sampler. You can go to repsports.com. You can even get 15% off at checkout your total purchase when you use the promo code CBWSentMe. That's CBWSentMe at purchase. Site-wide, fill up your cart, use the promo code, save 15%. I mean, we're not robbing you.
No.
We're giving you a discount.
Yeah. It's in fact it's quite the opposite of robbing.
Yeah, well, so is what this guy did.
Yeah.
Tell me about the guy who robbed. Well, can we use rob? He didn't get any money.
He tried.
Attempted.
He tried his hardest.
Held up a nail salon.
Yeah.
He didn't
he
even
slightly
successfully-
disturbed a nail salon.
He
for,
didn't even successfully hold it up.
He caused a slight nuisance.
Yeah.
He yelled.
Yeah.
Tell me about the guy who yelled in the nail salon.
So
What a story.
basically, I don't know anything. Like if
Well,
he's,
thanks.
No, like it like further than this interaction. I don't know if he's
I doubt
been
he was caught or anything
caught
like that.
or
yeah.
talked to, or we know who he is.
Right.
Sorry, I set down my Raise Energy by my mic arm.
Well,
Repsports.com.
CBW sent me.
15%.
So this guy walks into a nail salon.
What's the punchline?
That is the punchline.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
God.
basically it's CCTV video.
Uh-huh.
He walks into the nail salon and he's basically like the phone is ringing and the guy he goes like, everybody stop, everybody give me your money, empty your pockets.
Did he have a gun?
It looks like he did, but it very well could have been his hand in
Yeah,
a bag
yeah,
or
it
something.
looked like he's
Very well
holding
could have been
like
a duck hunt gun.
like a trash bag
He's
or something
holding-
like that.
It's
Interesting.
I don't understand why they try to conceal the gun, dude. I would show that shit off.
I know, we talked about this with the duck hunt gun, man. Like, I'm not budging unless I see the gun.
Yeah, like if I'm robbing a place, well, no, I'm talking about. Let me flip my perspective. If I'm robbing a
Coming
place,
from a robber's perspective.
yeah, coming from a robber's perspective, like if I'm hiding my face, you know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be flashing my gun. I'm gonna be flexing that shit.
Either you're going in with the intention to get caught or not.
Like it's gonna be like MW2, the gold Desert Eagle. I'm gonna be flailing that shit around, bro. Give me the fucking money.
Imagine robbing someplace with a
But-
gold gun.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Then they'd know. They'd be like, oh shit, he had to get 60 headshots for that skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, dude, I grinded up to level 150 for this. You better not test me, dude. Give me the
That
money.
guy's serious.
Yeah.
At that point, as soon as I see it, my money's yours.
Right.
But I mean, if you don't have a gun, you're gonna put your little fingies in a.
Yeah.
in
If you
the-
don't have a gun, number one, don't rob anywhere. Number two, if you don't have a gun, certainly don't rob anywhere.
If you don't have a gun, also don't hold your fingers in the gun position because it's wrong.
You still get charged, by the way. Let's make this
You
perfectly
do?
clear. Yeah, no. If you go anywhere and threaten to have or threaten that you have a gun or
Mhm.
make the insinuation that you have a firearm on you, you
Mm.
still get that charge, even if you
Mm.
don't.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Because you caused a panic.
yeah, because you it's I don't remember what the actual charge is, but it's like not assault because it's like assault with a deadly weapon, but it's not
Yeah,
assault.
it's probably like the same thing
'Cause
as like
you're-
someone who calls in a bomb threat and
Yeah.
then they like catch them and it's just some kid. You
Now
know,
we're
it's like
with an
definitely
alarm
fuck.
clock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're definitely gonna get taken off Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit. I said Bob Omb's tower from Super Mario.
Yeah, guys, come
64.
on. We're talking
That's
about the
what I was-
duck hunt gun.
That's what I was talking about.
God, it won't get taken off CBW Radio.
But basically, he busts in, starts yelling, acts like he has a gun,
Yeah.
and nobody gives him the time of day.
no one's
yeah,
phased.
yeah, no one gives a shit.
Dude behind the desk keeps answering phone
he
calls.
answers the phone like,
The one lady in the chair closest to the door, she like slowly stands up and inches her way out the door, and the robber's just like, okay, well.
He's like, what the hell's going on
yeah,
here?
like, well, I'm not gonna stop.
if
Which is
you want to go, I mean, that's
pro strat by the
Yeah.
lady of just being like, I'm fucking leaving.
Pro
like
strap
this
by
guy,
everybody there.
this guy doesn't have a gun. I'm leaving. You
Yeah.
guys stay still. I'm leaving.
I think best scenario, if you're ever anywhere that like is getting held up,
Yeah.
just keep doing what you're doing. If I'm in Denny's and some
Yeah.
dude and I see the gun,
Yeah.
like if this dude is fully strapped, aiming at the cashier, and I'm sitting here eating my Grand Slamwich, I'm eating my Grand Slamwich, man. That doesn't concern me.
Dude, I don't know. I was thinking about
I
it the
don't
other day.
work here.
I think if I'm in a situation like that, I might try to do, like, just for the fuck of it, I might try to do something badass. I might try to, like...
Get shot?
No. Well, listen.
At
It would
that
be way
point-
cooler. I'd, like, duck under the table with my big plate, and then I'd whack them. I'd bonk them in the noggin with my big plate.
Is that what you do?
Yes.
Like do some sneakery.
Yes. I'd
Like,
do some...
like you're going from seat 1 to seat 20 on the bus?
Yes.
Yeah?
Straight up.
Army
under the
crawling.
seats.
Yeah.
Army crawling under the seats.
He just looks behind him and he sees you going.
Yeah. No, he can't see me because I'm under the seat. I'm under everyone's leggies.
Everyone's terrified and silent, so here's grunting
Yeah.
coming from under the boots.
A plate, a plate chinking around. Oh fuck! It breaks. Chink! Oh fuck! It breaks.
What the hell is
You drop
happening?
the silverware. And
Yeah, yeah.
Hitting people's feet, they're like, what
Yeah.
the hell?
Or I would be like, this is what I would say. I would stand up in my seat in the Denny's and I'd be like, humans, uprise! And then we'd all start throwing our plates
You'd
and our
get shot.
forks and our knives.
Get
I'm sorry to
shot.
say you'd get shot.
That-
I'd say, humans, attack! And then we would all throw our forks and knives and our plates at him and he would be
They'd
dead.
say, oh shit, that's Shane E, king of the humans. We
Yes.
must oblige.
Yeah.
That-
It would
that
be like
multiverse
hypnosis. They'd be
Shane.
like, and they'd start throwing their plates.
That multiverse Shane died.
No, that multiverse Shane's super powerful. He's the king of
He's
the
Kang.
human.
He's
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
Kang.
Yeah.
Jonathan Majors who?
He runs the Council of Shanes. I just show up to that shit.
I just went up to that, like, I talked about Nerf guns on the radio today.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I think this is the move. I think if someone holds your establishment up, it's business as usual.
Yeah, just stay still and just
Yeah.
like don't give them the time of day. Just keep going.
And this super piggybacks on my point from a couple weeks ago with the duck hunt gun. If I'm working and
Yeah.
I don't see the gun,
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep working. You are
Yeah.
not a threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Ocular pat down.
Yeah. yeah. Give him the old visual
Yeah.
1-2, you know?
I checked his clearance when he came to the door. Don't you worry.
The old visual spanking, as they say.
I assessed the threat when he walked to the door and determined he was a non-factor. Who would
Keep
like
moving.
a pair of bowling shoes?
Keep moving. Non-threat.
All
Keep
right,
moving.
buddy.
Keep it moving. What size are you?
You want an hour or 2 hours? What'll it be?
That's funny. That's
I think
funny.
as a society we're past the getting robbed.
Yeah.
Everybody
Let's
has a
just
gun.
stop it.
I mean, everybody has a gun, and
Well-
like if you,
If you don't, you're the joke. See?
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't exactly know how I would react in that situation.
Here's my take on that. I'm like being in a situation where there's a gun at play. There's only been one time ever in my life where that has been a situation of like there was a gun.
Yeah.
And like it was pointed at me.
Yeah.
You know? Driving down the big hill,
Everyone knows the big hill.
yeah,
Come
right.
on.
There's a big hill by Style and I's old houses because we used to live by each other, and I was driving down the hill one day, and I had to like make a quick sudden move because there was a stopped truck in my lane, and I pissed off the people behind me, and they sped up right next to me as I was turning to make that right
Mhm.
down the hill at the intersection, and what I can only assume was a lesbian couple, and I don't know if I've told the story on air before, but only assume it was a lesbian. It was two females, and like they looked passionate, and they looked like the one in the driver's seat reached over to the passenger, pulled out a gun, and like pointed it at me as I was turning right, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh my fucking god, like. I literally almost got shot because I made a quick move. I had to not get hit by this truck going down this hill.
Right. Imagine being that mad in traffic.
But so my point in saying all of that is, I heard someone say on a podcast recently, it feels like time slows down. It feels like time, like you're in a situation with a gun and like you start to analyze everything and you're like, okay, what's really going on? I've kind of felt that a little, and granted it was only for like 1 second. And
Yeah.
what I
During
thought,
that turn.
Yeah,
But that turn felt like.
no, yeah, I was looking at it at like it felt like time slowed down for a second where I was like, oh shit, like this could really have. I see the two people. I see the gun being pointed at me. I feel that I'm turning. Like, it was very. I understand what they mean by, like, time slows down for a second. It
You
was
took
weird.
a mental slow-mo video.
Literally.
Hey, real quick. Why would you rob a nail? How much money do you think you're
Yeah,
getting?
yeah, that's not a good place to rob.
Yeah.
I don't know. Nails cost a lot.
Well,
guess.
apparently so do guns. 216-859-8699.
CBW Radio.
Sometimes there's shit on the outside of the toilet.
Waiting for the break of day.
back to the Rebel Radio Show, only on CBW. What's her name? She went underground. She had a train.
Yeah, what's her
railroads.
name? Go ahead, Shane, find it.
She's important.
Harriet Tubman.
Yeah, that's the one. Old Tubbers. We love her.
Alternative bank robbing devices. 216-859-8699. Let me know what you'd use if you can't use a gun.
Yeah.
Wiggling your
Slingshot?
fingers.
Yeah.
Wiggling your fingers like you're a sorcerer, I think is the way to
Hitting
go.
them with the sorcery. Hitting them with dark arts.
Show up with tarot cards and put them on the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like you're gonna give me a lot of money
A
today.
voodoo doll that looked exactly like the bank teller. You just start mimicking it to hand you more money.
A check with the bank teller's name is always good as well.
Yeah.
216-859-8699. And then they give you the briefcase full of money. You know how banks keep their money in a briefcase?
Yes.
They give you the briefcase full of money, and you open it, and you go, what the hell is this? And they say, those are IOUs. Those are as good as money.
yeah.
It was a Dumb and Dumber joke. Anyway, let's talk about cryo labs.
So there are. This guy. He's funny. So.
Nah, it's
Joke.
good. Yeah,
Joke.
Lloyd Christmas. I got worms.
It's Dumb and Dumber and style. I was just watching a bunch of Norm stuff. I fucking love Norm.
I
dude.
was just watching Dumb and Dumber.
Oh God, rest in peace, Norm Macdonald. Funny dude. All right. So on a real note, 200 frozen heads and bodies await revival at this Arizona cryonics facility.
Oh.
I like how they.
I have no comment on that.
I like how they distinguish heads and bodies.
Yeah, are these?
I think they're all connected. I think it's 200 heads with bodies on them.
I don't know about that one.
Are they the heads and corresponding bodies,
Yeah,
but
that's
not together?
No.
Oh
That's
my God.
My other.
We have to remove your head before we put you in cryo sleep.
Listen. I'm just saying. The theory goes that Walt Disney had his head frozen, not that he was frozen.
That's
so
fair.
I would have bet.
I don't know. That journalist said he saw a full cryo tube. Remember? That's what he quoted.
That
He
is
saw
true.
in that
Yeah.
hospital when that journalist snuck into the hospital that fucking Walt Disney was in.
We've all been there.
That journalist was full of shit. I love conspiracies, but come on, man.
I hope.
Journalists
he
in
wasn't.
like the 40s are like, "No, I was there. I saw it. It was a silver tube. Walt Disney was there. Mickey Mouse was there too."
All right, give me your money. That's enough chit chat in this bank robbery.
yeah.
Wait a minute, you're not a journalist at all. You're George Nelson.
Babyface. All right, wait.
200 heads are frozen.
200. Well, and their bodies are frozen
I
with
don't-
their heads.
I don't think it's the same people.
Yes, I think it is.
No,
It's gotta
either
be.
listen to me. Either there's 200 frozen heads and 200 frozen bodies, or it's a combination platter like the KFC Taco Bell of 200 frozen heads and bodies. But there's frozen heads
Imagine.
and there's frozen bodies.
Imagine like your
Do
head
the
has
bodies
to.
have the heads?
Like, imagine they unfreeze your head first, and your head gets to pick what
Just
body.
screaming.
As soon as you're unfrozen, you're like, ah!
I can't feel my legs.
They're like, you have no legs. You're like, what the fuck?
What year is this?
I didn't sign up for this.
I didn't think this would ever happen.
My wife said we were going to the Bahamas.
Quote from Walt Disney. I was there. He was in the tube. No,
Okay, but wait.
No, hang on. I wasn't
Okay,
done.
okay, sorry.
I'm not saying that these heads even belong to the bodies that are there. Maybe there are just individual heads without bodies there.
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
the crux of my story.
Are bodies vote right now? Bodies, are they including their heads or no heads?
Yes.
Yes, the bodies have the heads on them. I think this is just a really stupid article.
All right. Anyway.
Like, I think that this journalist would have wrote any article was like, I interviewed this person with one head and one body and 10 toes and 10 fingers. You know? Like, I think this person was just dumb. Also, this was written last year, so they might be unfrozen by now. But probably not. Hopefully it's like 300.
out.
Yeah. Hopefully it's like...
Why would you want to be frozen just for a year?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why you would want to... I don't think I would want to be
COVID.
cryogenically frozen.
Well, you're not Walt Disney.
That's true. Hey, that's true. You're not wrong there. Okay, but listen, the headline
Yeah.
says 200 frozen heads and bodies await revival at this Arizona cryonics facility. But then right under it, it says The Human Cryopreservation Project faces skepticism from medical and legal authorities. That's not good. That's not good right off the bat. And there are already 200 heads with bodies on them that are frozen.
Yeah, so people
Like,
are
they can't go-
already frozen.
And now they're like, yeah,
And the FTC shows up and they're like, hey, wait a minute,
guys, this might not be a good idea. The heads are already like Han Solo to like in the thing. Like, oh shit, scientists, fuck, what are we gonna do?
It's like when you get a permit for a deck, right? You got to get it approved by the city before you can build it.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's
it's
silly.
terrible. I
Yeah.
own this house. I
And
can do whatever I want to it.
fencing and
Right.
A
Yeah.
pool.
Separate story for a separate time. But it's like that. But it's almost like you already built the deck, and now you're gonna show them the permit, or now you're gonna try to get the permit. I like to
Yeah,
imagine the lab was
yeah.
like, "Hey, sign up for this free lab test, and we can freeze you until the year 2029."
Yeah.
And they got 200 people to do it, and they're like, "We never got approval."
Hope this shit works.
Yeah, hope this goes
shit
well.
fucking works.
Hey guys, we'd like to freeze people. I don't think
my
that's a good
gosh.
idea. Well,
Well,
Look at
here's
what
the
we
thing.
did.
Here's the thing.
about that.
It's even like I don't even know if this is scarier more or less, or if this just is neutral scary. But like, if this doesn't work and they don't survive, we don't know
Is that murder?
when they're. Well, yeah, definitely. It's
I'm
too-
sure there was a waiver.
Probably, but like also still.
How legally binding is that? If
It's like
there's
the
no
Ocean
approval?
Gate thing. Like that Ocean Gate thing was probably murder if you wanted to look at it from a certain angle. But like,
Not if there was no one in that ship.
ooh, whoa,
Not if no one ever went down there.
Whoa.
that's big. That's big.
It's actually quite small. There was only 5 people in it, and it imploded because they had a lack
I'm
of
telling you,
oxygen.
I'm
Wow.
telling you, the
It blew my sub.
mental image of them all going like primal animal style, being like, "You're breathing my air," scares the fuck out of me.
But this does 200 frozen heads doesn't.
No,
I
because
want-
here's the thing: you don't know if you're the person on the outside
I've
looking
seen
in.
Futurama.
Yeah, but listen, if you're the person on the outside looking in, you don't know when they die because they could die as soon as they're cryogenically
Yeah.
frozen, or it could happen at any point in the 200 years. And then you unfreeze them and you're like, oh, they died at fucking some point. I don't know because their body was frozen.
Good point.
You know, like it's just kind of, we don't know how to date that shit. Because their
Yeah.
heartbeat was already probably, I don't even know if they have a heartbeat right now.
Freezing people in general seems like a very retro futuristic idea of
Yeah.
like people
Yeah.
in the 60s thought this is what the future was going to be
Yeah.
like, and
Yeah.
then we tried it a handful of times, realized it wasn't plausible.
Yeah.
And now for some reason we're trying it again. But it seems, at least to me, like we've all agreed that this is sci-fi.
Well,
and
I
we
know that,
can't
like-
freeze people.
There's like the cryogenic tanks that you can go in for like health. Like fitness people will go in those cryogenic tubes, and it apparently like helps their
don't
Okay,
skeletal
know
but
if
muscles and
that
shit.
works.
that's essentially
I've
a
never done
glorified
it.
ice bath.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with that, but like
I feel
that's one
like-
place where I see the cryo tubes being like, okay, this is
Yeah.
a function for it, I guess, you know.
Yeah.
So they used to have those workout machines that basically just like shook you,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
everybody was like, "Oh yeah, it works. I promise."
The weight
Mhm.
belts that just, yeah.
I think
I feel like I've seen videos of that.
I
yeah.
think this is just like a more scientific version of like, do this. It makes you look better, but it actually does nothing. It just
Oh.
makes you cold.
the cryo tube you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
The actual cryotube or these cryotubes that are freezing people?
Like
The actual ones, like the
for
fitness
The ice
like
bath
fitness
ones, okay,
yeah.
cool.
I think that's just like, do this. It
Yeah.
makes you.
It's
do
probably
better.
just a visual thing. Like, oh, I
Yeah.
feel cold, so it must be working.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but that doesn't change the fact there's 200 frozen people in Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy.
Hot state. Hope the
Do we
generator
know
doesn't fail.
like how are they keeping track of if they're alive or dead?
Yeah, I don't know.
And also, how long do we know?
Yeah, does it say how long they're frozen for? Also, apparently dogs are frozen too.
But for those that participate, the cryopreservation process begins as soon as the person is declared legally dead. What?
Oh,
According to ulcers, at this time, their organs are still viable. Acting quickly, a cryonics team that has usually been on standby awaiting the patient's death for up to a week moves them to an ice bath and replaces their blood with... Oh, so this is
so
if
they
die.
sign up after like to be frozen when they die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what it seems like to me
Yeah.
is more so they're trying to just keep the organs for as long as they can,
Well,
see.
I
not
think
so much
it's-
bring them back.
I think it's some of the patients had terminal cases of diseases that lack a present day cure, such as cancer and ALS. Max Moore, former CEO of Alsor, who now serves as an ambassador and president emeritus of the foundation, tells Reuters, I don't know who that is, that modern medicine and technology are insufficient to keep people alive, and they're nearing death. Quote, "We're saying instead of disposing of the patient, give them to us." Weird. Moore tells Reuters, quote, "We're going to stabilize them, stop them getting worse, and hold them for as long as it takes for technology to catch up and allow them
as long as it takes
to come back to life and continue living."
They
don't
they don't
Weird.
even have a year where
Weird.
they're like, hey, this year will be a good, as long as it takes, we'll just keep them on ice.
Several medical and legal professionals have long been skeptical of human cryopreservation or hostile to it. Peter Wilson, reporter at the New York Times last year, Clive Sion, and a neuroscientist at King's College London in England, tells MIT Technology Review the cryonics is, quote, "a hopeless aspiration that reveals an appalling ignorance of biology."
Yeah.
So even people at who are neuroscientists are like, this probably isn't ever going to work.
Yeah, I don't disagree. This guy seems really fucking weird.
I don't like the thought, like my own.
Dude, they've been doing this since 1972. It was founded in 1972.
Well, they should have stopped in
Or,
1973.
excuse me, I'm sorry, 1976. But it was founded in 72.
Well, they should have stopped in 1973.
Yeah, I agree.
My only thought is that like they're all in like separate tubes, just in the same room, and you can just see a bunch of standalone icicle naked people.
Yeah, that'd be terrifying to walk in on.
Listen to this. So,
Yeah.
okay. Psychologist James H. Bedford died in 1976 at the age of 73 of kidney cancer. Bedford's body was put on ice and it was processed by, quote, experts for cryonics of Society of California, as the New York Times Magazine wrote in 1997. Bedford's body has been frozen ever since and now rests at the Alsor tanks. So this guy died and his body has been frozen since 67. Since the late 60s, and he's just been chilling on ice there.
So, if I'm not mistaken, their goal is to do exactly what we all thought and bring these people back in the future.
Yeah, 100%.
At an undisclosed date.
Yeah.
They're just waiting on the cure to whatever killed them.
Right, but here's the thing, I guess it's kidney cancer. You can't cure kidney cancer.
That's why they're saying they want to wait and see if there is ever a cure for that disease, cure that body, bring them back. Because they still have viable organs because they're on ice.
Despite there being no evidence that human cryopreservation actually works, cryonics advocates remain hopeful and cite scientific advances in which sperm, embryo, and stem cells can be cryopreserved and thawed successfully, reports MIT
we knew that.
Technology Review. In 2016, researchers at 21st Century Medicine cryopreserved and thawed a rabbit brain without causing structural damage, Aaron Frank wrote for Vice.
Yeah, but
Okay.
the rabbit was still dead.
Time out. These people need to realize that, what was the other sperm and what's the other thing?
Stem cells and embryo.
Sperm, stem cells, and embryo are not major vital organs that make a body live.
I mean, I think they're... I don't know. You don't need them, but that's what keeps life moving.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
We know those
you're
things
right. They're not
survive
vital.
being frozen.
They're not vital.
We don't know the heart survives being frozen,
Right.
and I think that's a little more potent to live.
Well, also,
The fact that this one guy has been frozen for this long,
yeah,
it probably costs a pretty penny to sign up to have your body here.
it's probably stinky.
Right?
It's probably really stinky. His body's probably really stinky.
Well, it's still on ice.
Yeah, I guess.
This place better never have a power outage.
Yeah, they all freeze. Or they all unfreeze. They all thaw.
Ugh.
Bunch of rotting
And if they
dead
are in all
bodies.
the tubes, their bodies just drop
Dude.
like dead fish.
Imagine zombie apocalypse. They all de-thaw, and then they're like ice zombies. And then we have to fight ice
This is where the
zombies.
ice zombies... Now it makes sense.
Yes.
This is where the ice zombies come from.
Yes.
That makes more sense.
Yes.
I need a
This isn't
movie
going to work.
made out of
Yeah,
this.
no, definitely not gonna work.
This
but
is stupid.
when they thawed the rabbit brain, the only thing that they say here is they cryopreserved it and then they thawed it without causing structural damage. So I can only assume that means the brain didn't fucking break in half. when
Yeah.
it thawed.
They don't say they put it back in a rabbit or anything.
Right. Like I don't
They
know.
don't know if it actively like
Works.
functions.
Right. I think it just didn't like. come apart because it was gooey or something like
Yeah.
that. You know, like I think it just stayed as one
Stayed
piece.
brain.
Yeah,
The
stayed
ice
brain.
melted very nicely.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, this ain't it, Chief.
Yeah, I don't
Stop
think this is-
freezing people.
I don't think that this is gonna work. The quote here's a quote from fucking someone, I don't know. The notion of freezing ourselves into the future is pretty science fiction, and it's naive, Kaplan says to Reuters, whoever those two people are. The only group getting excited about the possibility are people who specialize in studying the distant future or people who have a stake in wanting you to pay the money to do it.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. It
fair
costs a
enough.
lot, and they have already proven that they have no idea how to bring you back. They're just saying, hey, once there's a cure, we're gonna try.
Well, that was Arthur Kaplan, who heads the medical ethics division at New York University's Grossman School of Medicine.
You know what the worst part is? I still trust this more than NFTs.
Yeah, 100%.
At least I get frozen. I get something in this.
Oh, so you would rather get so okay, if
Yeah.
we're
I
playing
wanna
Would
be
You
an ice
Rather,
zombie.
Yeah,
And-
if you gave me like $2 billion and I was on my deathbed and they're like, you could have this one of a kind NFT, or when you die, we can put you in a tube and
freeze you.
there's no guarantee you're gonna come back to life. We're
Mhm.
just gonna freeze your dead body, and it probably won't work. I'd still take this over the NFT.
So here's my Would You Rather. Would you rather you get $2 million right now,
Yeah.
but you can only spend it on one of these things, one
Yeah.
of these two things.
Yeah.
You can only spend it on a potential NFT that might blow up.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of good things about it. It seems to be doing really good on the stocks.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta check the stock.
Yeah, right. Or cryogenically freezing yourself
I'd
right now. You can't, not when you
Right
die.
now?
Right now.
What the hell, man? So I get to choose live with a stupid purchase or die?
Hey, man, I don't make the rules.
You did.
No.
You made the rules just then.
Well, listen, pick one, dude.
I'll take.
Everyone's
I'd have to take the stupid little virtual PNG, I guess.
Okay, well, wait. What if you don't get cryogenically frozen right away? What if you get cryogenically frozen
When
you
I die?
Yeah.
Just whenever I die.
Yes.
You're not gonna like
And
kill
you have,
me after.
well, yeah, no, and you have ninja assassins coming after you who have sorcerer finger powers.
Damn it. Do I have a duck hunt gun?
You have two.
Okay, well at least I can ward them
And
off with it.
chainmail.
Okay, do I have something to hide it under so it looks like I have a real gun?
No, it's
Can
all
can
fair.
I put the chainmail over the duck hunt gun?
Yes.
Okay, I'll still take the cryo freezer.
Damn.
Yeah, because at least then I have the meme.
I would take the NFT, dude. That'd be a crazy adventure fighting those ninjas.
Yeah, but you got to think about it this
Hoping
way.
that this NFT blows up, dude.
You got to think about it this way, though, right? You're at a party,
Yes.
right? Here's my counter scenario to that. Decision's been made. You took the NFT. I took the cryo chamber. We're at a little get
You're
together.
cryogenically frozen. Oh wait, no, you're not.
No, not yet. I'm not dead yet. I've thwarted the ninjas so far.
Yes.
We're at a party together, and it's conversation time.
Mhm.
And you bring up the conversation of, guys, look at this virtual monkey I just bought, and everyone goes, oh, that's really cool, Shane. And I go, guys, when I die, I'm gonna be cryogenically frozen.
I like it when we're at a party and the party host goes, "All right, everyone, conversation time."
Wait, you've never been to one of those? This guy doesn't party.
I've never been to a party.
I think
And then the assassins show up,
Yeah.
and everyone's like, "Whoa, he wasn't lying!" And
They're
you're
like-
over in the
they're like-
corner, like, "Guys, my monkey."
They're like emperor fingers.
Get the duck hunt guns, everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I would take the NFT and then sell it to somebody that doesn't know a whole lot about NFTs but knows just enough.
That's why Jules is the brains of this operation.
Whatever, guys.
We just fuck around and find out.
Yeah, well, I'll be here in.
You guys were like, "That's it, one-stop shop."
No, I'll be
Yeah.
here. I'll be here in 2323 while you posers are playing with your NFTs in the current day.
It
I'll
is
see
20. Wait.
2323? I don't think it is,
Whoa.
Chief. Yeah, you're the
Whoa.
brains of the operation, all right?
Whoa.
I'll see you in the future.
Whoa, 23 is gonna be a crazy year,
Me and Walt are going to be hanging out.
dude.
Walt's going to get really anti-Semitic. I'm going to be like, dude, what the hell? It's 2323.
I'm gonna be like
You couldn't do that.
I'm gonna
200
be like
years
a
ago.
Cyberpunk 2090. I'm gonna be like a cyberpunk Neo Tokyo future version of myself.
You're going to turn into your NFT.
Yeah.
216-859-8699.
listening to CBW Radio.
They asked me how well I understood theoretical physics. I said I had a theoretical degree in physics. They said, welcome aboard.
Off with your head. Dance till you're dead. Heads will roll. Heads will roll. Heads will roll on the floor. Glitter on the wet streets. Silver over everything. The river's all wet. You're all chrome. Dripping with alchemy. Shiver stop shivering. The glitter's all wet. You're all chrome. The man cried out, the girls cried out, the man cried out, the girls cried out, the man cried out. Oh no. The man cried out, the girls cried out, the man cried out, the girls cried out, the man cried out. Oh no. Glitter on the wet streets. Silver over everything. The glitter's all wet. You're all chrome. You're all chrome. Off with your head. Dance, dance, dance till you're dead. Off with your head. Dance, dance, dance till you're dead. Off with your head. Dance, dance, dance till you're dead. Off with your head. Dance, dance, dance till you're dead. Off with your head. Dance, dance, dance till you're dead. Off with your head. Dance, dance, dance till you're dead.
Shut up, Beavis. It's back on.
What's back on?
The Rebel Radio Show, dumbass.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
This is cool.
Welcome back to the Rebel Radio Show.
Doth thou art on this shallow night?
What?
Twilight the day struck. Back
What?
henceforth doth go. Hear ye, the Rebel Radio Show.
Yeah, we're on CBW Radio. That was Shani. On the board is Jules.
Hi.
I'm Radio's Rebel DJ Style. Of course, it's the Rebel Radio Show. 216-859-8699 to text in. That's 216-859-8699 to text in. We're powered. Who are we powered by, Shane?
Raise energy.
Raise Energy. You can go to repsports.com right now. Fill up your cart with all the Sweet Rays goodies and save 15% off your total at checkout with promo code CBW Sent Me. Let's get back.
Say that one more time. Say that nice and slow for me.
Go to repsports.com. Fill up your cart with Rays Energy or any of the Sweet Rays products, and at checkout, use promo code CBW Sent Me for 15% off.
Wow.
You shit?
I farted. I was trying to jerk off and then I farted.
I hate when that happens. That's the worst, isn't it? We've all been there.
Yeah.
216-859-8699. Tell me about a time when that happened to you.
Yeah.
Please don't. I want to hear about that less than I want to hear Miranda Sings apology song.
Ooh. It sounded like that. It sounded like a fart.
It sounded like, it sounded like shit.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about this.
Too long.
So
well, they had to monetize. 10 minutes.
Colleen Ballinger, known
AKA Miranda Sings, yeah.
Yeah, known as Miranda Sings on the internet. Back in 2016,
sure,
I want to say, it came to light that she was a no-no girl and
pedophile would be the term I'd use.
Yeah, she was she was making like pedophilic conversations with her fans and was just kind of, I think she like sent them her clothes or they sent her their clothes.
At least one account of her sending a 13-year-old her like panties or some shit.
Yeah, and she would have like inappropriate conversations via like Kik and stuff like that.
Yeah, Instagram Messenger.
Yeah. So she was kind of weirdo, but she just recently came out with a 10-minute long apology video.
Can we call it an apology? She doesn't apologize for anything.
Yeah, no, she doesn't apologize. She straight up is like, this is you guys just want entertainment. You guys just want something to point and laugh at.
Her hook of the song is the toxic gossip train.
Yeah, the toxic gossip train.
There are you can find them. There's screenshots of her harassing minors.
Right, being weird.
Being a pedophile.
Right.
But no, she doesn't do anything wrong. She just thinks everyone's out to get her. And she mentions in this song, if you want to use the term song loosely, she mentions in this song her lawyers advised her not to make a video.
Yeah. Well, she says her team, and I can only assume that's her legal
team.
Right. Yeah, bad idea.
She said they can't. She can't speak about it, but nobody said anything about singing about it.
Yeah, so she's gonna sing about it. What a dipshit fucking. That's not funny. That's not quirky. That's not cool. That's not fresh or spunky. That's stupid.
That's gonna sound great in court.
Yeah, dude. Like, I don't know. Like, you gotta think about it from like a realistic term of like, if those people are actually like long term affected by that, it's just kind of fucked up that like you're not taking, because she didn't, take blame. She didn't. She wasn't ever like, yeah, I did this stuff and it was wrong. She was like, no, you guys just want something. You guys just want entertainment, and so and this is your next form of entertainment. So fuck it. Hope you enjoy.
She's making out like this is a big slander piece on her or something.
Right.
Like she didn't groom children.
Yeah. Super fucked. I mean, like, it's just embarrassing,
Her ex-husband, who apparently also was a YouTube creator at some point, and I guess they did shit together.
Right.
Has since not been on YouTube since they got. Excuse me.
Oh,
wow.
Dude. The ghost of Miranda Sings is coming to get him.
They're trying to silence me. That's that damn toxic gossip train.
It's coming for you, dude.
I hear it around the bend, man. Her ex-husband has since not been on YouTube since they got divorced, and he has come out. I guess he's pretty much been like off the internet for the most part, out of the public eye at least.
Right.
But even he's come out and been like, yeah, no, this was something that was going on while they were together, and it kind of led to this. And he put out this big post about like, I'm not using this to try and get back in the spotlight. I'm not going back on YouTube or anything.
Right.
I just want to make this. It was like a whole paragraph. I think it was on Twitter or Instagram, and it just said that your stories are true. Don't let her try and manipulate it by saying that this is all rumors or whatever.
Right.
And that he's on their side essentially. So like it's even her ex-husband's like, no, this was going on.
Coming from the ex, and that was
not that we don't have pictures of it.
Right. Like,
And that's the craziest thing to me is like we have evidence that this was happening.
It's weird that like you brought up the husband's like not intending to come back into the spotlight. What is she trying to do with this? Is she gonna try to like revamp her YouTube career?
She's
now?
gonna go to Threads. That's what she's gonna do.
Yeah, no, she's on Threads. She's
going to Meta Threads.
She's gonna be big time on Threads.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Next week, Miranda Sings, Meta Threads available for bookings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just like it's cringy and it's fucked up. I think because she's not taking it seriously. It feels.
Yeah.
And it's also like not.
She's not holding herself accountable.
Right, and like even if I was on her side, just that making a 10-minute long song because your team said that you can't speak about it.
Right.
So I'm gonna sing about it. That's irresponsible. That's irresponsible and dumb.
And let's make it perfectly clear: this song is 10 minutes because it's monetized.
Yeah.
There are ads.
Yeah, no.
She's getting paid for this song.
Yeah, she wants to make money, 100%.
Yeah. She's getting paid to make a fake. And again, it's called. I don't remember what the title is, but it's
High. It's literally
is it just called High?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's all these sources are labeling it her apology video.
Yeah.
Does not apologize. It's not an apology video.
Doesn't apologize.
It's her trying to pass the blame onto essentially all the reporters and all the victims that have come out and reported it.
Right.
So yeah, she's a terrible person.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. It's fucked up because that's the other thing too is like her audience was definitely a lot of like younger females. You know, like that was I feel like her target demo, and so it's fucked up that she was out there fucking exploiting them, like exploiting like directly her target fan base. You know.
I don't get the appeal in general. And I get I'm not the target demo, but like this was never, if you say like, What the Buck, like I remember that being a big channel at the dawn of YouTube, but I didn't watch it. Or Shane Dawson, I know who that is, but I wasn't watching Shane Dawson videos.
Right.
But like those were big enough names where at least I could like think of a video or a concept video of like what I would associate them with.
Right.
Miranda Sings, like I know the name, but I didn't think it was this big of an account.
I knew she was a big account.
She apparently had like a Nick show too or something.
Yeah.
But all I know basically of her is that she talked really stupid and had fucked up lipstick.
Yeah. I remember her saying, "Hi guys," she would talk like this, and that was like her whole shtick.
She didn't talk like that in the apology video.
No, she did not.
I think it would have benefited her if she did it in character.
I'm sorry, guys.
It couldn't have hurt. She couldn't have done anything worse than this.
I did some bad things in my past.
I'm fairly certain she retired that character a long, long time ago.
What a time to bring it back.
Yeah, what a time to bring it back.
Just bring it back.
Yeah.
Why not?
Other TikTok users have shared clips of Ballinger's previous live shows, many alleging she sexualized minors, oftentimes inviting them on stage to participate in a segment about porn. One woman alleged Ballinger called her up on stage when she was 14 years old and made her feel sexually violated by having her lay on the stage and spread her legs. Yuck.
Good. Lovely.
Yuck. That's fucked. That's fucked up, Miss Ballinger.
Did nobody in the audience say anything?
Yeah. I mean, people took a video, clearly, posted it on TikTok, and were like, hey, that's fucked up.
Yeah, why are we letting people get away with shit like this for so long?
Yeah, well, that's the thing is, like, I remember when this stuff came out. I don't remember circa, like, what year, but...
It looks like 2014 from what I'm saying.
I remember that being like, oh, Miranda Sings is canceled. She did some bad things, not really understanding the full context. But then I feel like I didn't hear from her much up until this. So it's weird that she waited 9 years, 10 years to make a comeback video and make it a 10-minute long video. Like, and she probably was relevant in other, like, sects of the internet that I just, other parts of the internet that I'm just not really in.
You'd have to think so, right?
But, like, just weird because I haven't heard anything about her since she was canceled all the way back whenever in 2014. So, like, it's just weird that she's coming back again now after so long.
Yeah, it'd be like if we got on Twitter tomorrow, or I'm sorry, Meta Threads, and saw that iJustine was being canceled. Everyone would be like, what, she's still a thing?
Yeah, right.
It'd be that level to me. Because I'm sure iJustine still makes fucking content.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You know a rabbit hole I went down? Jenna Marbles.
Yeah.
I fucking forgot about Jenna Marbles.
Jenna Marbles funny, dude. Jenna Marbles old
she was
videos
funny,
and like her semi like
Her semi-recent ones
were
are
funny. Like
are
with her
funny.
dogs and stuff. It's funny.
Yeah.
She still makes funny content.
Interesting.
Or used to make funny content.
I
don't know if she
used
does
to like
now.
Jenna Marbles.
There's a bunch of TikTok like compilations of her like more recent videos that I've been going through, and her dog Kermit loves like the bar soap, and I just saw a video of him like getting a big ass bar soap for his birthday and just rubbing his whole body on it.
That's so weird. Yeah, no, Jenna Marbles is funny. I love Jenna Marbles.
It was a weird. I guess.
Shark.
I guess it still is today that like YouTube content creators are like a community, at least the big ones, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Because like you look at shit like Game Grumps and Super Mega and Markiplier and Jacksepticeye, all of them do shit together, right?
Right.
But there's just something that hits different about seeing like Jenna Marbles on Equals 3 or something, you know?
Yeah.
Like what a time that was.
Super OG, like weird throwback. Yeah,
because like now it's a community,
yeah,
but it's everyone who's like a big megastar and makes all this kind of fucking monetized money and shit. Back then it was just like, hey, we also have YouTube and we don't know how any of this works.
Yeah, right.
Let's
like,
just be on each other's channel.
Yeah, you want to just come do a bit with us?
Yeah. I miss
cool.
that. I miss that YouTube.
Yeah.
We're funny and people enjoy it, and we're here to do it.
Right.
Dude, if anything ever comes out about Ray William Johnson, I'll be devastated.
Dude, he's definitely had a resurgence.
He has.
Yeah.
He made it big on TikTok for a while, didn't
he? Yeah. He was doing shorts.
Yeah.
I think I could be wrong. I think he was doing partially like a small version of Equals 3.
Really?
Could be wrong. Don't quote me. Like showing one quick video and then reacting to it or something. I don't know. Could be wrong with that. But yeah, he made a comeback. Interesting.
He's someone I'm surprised never got picked up on anything.
Yeah,
even for like a shitty game show or something.
I don't know what happened to him. Because he had like Your Favorite Martian, and I remember Your Favorite Martian even had a TV, like a short at one point.
They got bought out by whoever the film company was that fucked over a lot of early YouTubers. They were a marketing company, and they owned the rights to Your Favorite Martian and a bunch of other stuff in early YouTube.
Really?
And I don't have the name of it off the top of my head. If I heard it, I'd know it.
Right.
But they essentially, like, because no one knew how YouTube worked, everyone thought you need an agent for YouTube.
Right.
So they were this big agency, and they bought the rights to all these fucking things, and that's why for like 10, 12 years, Your Favorite Martian was inactive because the company wanted to go one way with it, and they Ray William Johnson didn't want anything to do with it. So they finally went under, and Ray William Johnson got the rights back to Your Favorite Martian, and they're making music on it and stuff now.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure they owned Equals 3, too.
That's wild.
Yeah, Maker Studios.
I wonder if he would ever come back and do like another Equals 3.
I hope, man.
That would be super cool, and I bet people would like accept it.
Yeah.
know? Yeah, because I think of stuff like I watch like Daily Dose of Internet. I don't know if you've ever seen those, but it's essentially like an Equals 3, but without a person.
Yeah.
And they're not all necessarily funny. They're just like some of them can be interesting or whatever. But like a formula like Equals 3 would have worked so well still today.
I'm still surprised that he never got picked up after YouTube though.
Yeah.
Like even like AFV. AFV still goes on.
That's
like they
true.
still make those.
They have a Carlton.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if it was Carlin or Carlton.
Alfonso is that his name?
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Alfonso something.
Yeah. But yeah, no, they still make those. He would have been perfect to host something like that, or get rid of Daniel Tosh because he's not funny.
Dude, what happened to Tom Bergeron?
I think he just
He just
retired.
retired.
Yeah.
Is he still kicking?
I don't know.
I hope.
I really hope.
Can
I would like to have like at my next birthday party. I would like a Tom Bergeron appearance.
And Tom Bergeron.
Yeah, dude. I want him to present us some funny videos.
That's all I want.
That's all I want.
He is 68. He is still alive.
Oh, okay.
The ones
so he can make it.
He can make it. He could be there.
I call it my buddy Tom.
Yeah.
The ones where it's his face like plastered over the person.
Yeah.
You remember that little bit of AFV?
We'll just get clips from the Rebel Radio show, and Tom Bergeron can present them and comment on them.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's probably got a cameo, right?
Oh.
Can we get Tom, if you're listening? I know you are.
Oh my gosh.
216-859-8699. That's 216-859-8699. Tom Bergeron. Please text into the show.
Imagine
Not
if you did a
sponsored
spot
by
for the
Tom
show.
Bergeron.
But we'd like to be.
That would be so cool.
Imagine Tom Bergeron doing the intro.
Yeah.
Just like right before the days
And
hits.
now,
Yeah.
the Rebel Radio Show.
Tom Bergeron.
Yeah.
With Tom Bergeron.
Yeah.
Tom Bergeron just takes our job.
Fuck.
We got to go to break. 216-859-8699.
CBW Radio, the greatest culture mix since your mom had that orgy.
You come on like a dream, peaches and cream, lips like strawberry wine. You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine, oh mine. You're all ribbons and curls, ooh what a girl, eyes that sparkle and shine. You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine, oh mine, mine, mine. You're my baby, you're my pet. We fell in love on the night we met. You touched my hand, my heart went pop. Ooh, when we kissed, I could not stop. You walked out of my dreams, into my arms. Now you're my angel divine. You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine. You're my baby, you're my fan. We fell in love on the night we met. You touched my hand, my heart went pop. Ooh, when we kissed, I could not stop. You walked out of my dreams and into my car. Now you're my angel divine. You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine. You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine. You're 16, so beautiful, and you're mine. All mine, all mine, all mine. All mine, all mine, all mine.
You're listening to the Rebel Radio Show.
Do you think OJ knows that he's not famous for football? Even though he tries to act like he is.
He's like, hey guys, what's up?
He's completely blacked out the part of his memory where he went to trial for murder.
That is literally, though, how he acts
Yeah.
on social media.
Yeah.
Live at 5 every Monday on CBW Radio.
So you know when like someone gives you directions to the party?
Yes.
And like you're just picking them apart the whole time you're driving for no reason. They're really over specific and you're mad for no reason and you're driving and it's like at the red barn take a left and you pass the barn you're like it's fucking maroon you idiot and then you read and as you're reading it's like if you've hit the train tracks you've gone too far. Fuck and you gotta turn around. God, I love Dane Cook, don't you?
Hilarious.
Dane Cook, not funny then. Less funny as a child predator. 216-859-8699 if you want to text in the show.
That always makes it a little less funny.
What are you doing here? what are you doing at the Red Barn, Dane?
Yeah?
Yeah. When's Chris Hansen going to be on the show?
Dude, hopefully
soon.
Hopefully fucking soon.
Soon.
Let's get him as soon as possible.
It's actually going to be a double feature, Chris Hansen and Tom Bergeron.
I would love that. Oh my gosh. If I ever met Tom Bergeron, I would shit my pants. I'm not even joking. I love Tom
He'd
Bergeron.
be like, that's funny. I don't know how Tom Bergeron sounds.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
been a
know.
while.
I feel like I would just want him to shake my hand, tussle my hair, you know?
I feel like I just want him to show me a video on YouTube.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, Tom, you got any funny videos you've seen?
Show me something funny. All right, Tom? Yeah. I agree. Who's getting the 10,000, you know? Who's got the funniest video?
Well, the
in there?
farmer is certainly not getting 61,000.
Shit.
There was a farmer that was fined $61,000 after using a thumbs up emoji.
For what? I've used thumbs up emojis before in my day. Do I need to be weary? Am I going to be fined? Is this for me?
You might want to stop using the thumbs up emoji.
Oh, shit.
So this is in Canada, the Great White North, as they call it.
Makes sense.
I call it the Great Burning Conspiracy Theory.
Those fucking Canadians.
But a farmer up in Saskatchewan, which definitely shouldn't be the name of a place, was fined a hefty sum for using the emoji after he was sent a contract via text message. So there's a contract for some work to be done, and the amount was unspecified in this, right?
It doesn't say what the amount of the initial
deal
was.
Initial contract.
It just says how much that he had to pay
right.
for, which I'm assuming it is around what he had to pay.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe more, probably more. I don't know. 82,000 is what he had to pay in court.
Yeah, well, 82,000 Canadian, 61,000 U.S.
No, other way. Oh,
nope, I'm right.
Oh, yeah.
61,000 U.S., 82,000 Canadian, because Canadians use monopoly money. And essentially the crux of this court case is that he was texted a contract, and he replied with a thumbs up emoji. And the court says that's as good as a signature. That's legally binding.
That's so fucked that's actually considered legally binding. Like,
because here's how I imagine this went down, and this is my speculation, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're talking about some kind of contractual agreement for the farm. They're going to do some kind of work.
Right.
And the guy's like, okay, well, I just need you to sign off on this contract if it looks good to you. Send the contract in text. Guy's like, thumbs up. Contract looks good. That's how I would interpret that.
Yeah.
Not
Fair.
like, here is my official legal binding signature on this contract to do this work.
Here,
To me, that's like, oh, yeah, no, that looks good. I'll sign it.
I think it runs it down. Here.
Yep.
The matter came to court after Mr. Aker failed to deliver 86 tons of flax, the grain, flax that grain buyer Kent Mickleborough was looking to purchase in 2021, prompting Mr. Mickleborough to take legal action.
So he was hired.
Yeah.
To deliver this flax.
The
farmer was.
The farmer was hired.
Did not deliver it because his reply to his contract was a thumbs up.
Mr. Mickleborough said that he spoke to Mr. Aker on the phone about the potential purchase, saying he was looking to buy the grain in November that year. He then texted the farmer a draft of the contract, writing, "Please confirm flax contract." Mr. Aker responded with a thumbs-up emoji, but did not deliver the flax by the date specified. Mr. Mickleborough said that he had long-standing business relations with the farmer, and the farmer had agreed to the contracts via text message in the past, prompting him to believe that the emoji had sealed the deal. But according to the sworn affidavit, Mr. Aker, the farmer, said the thumbs-up emoji was, quote, simply confirming that I received the flax contract, and it was not a confirmation that I agreed to the terms.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's within reason.
Yeah. And that's very that makes a lot of sense, and that the farmer's lawyer, Mr. Aker's lawyer, absolutely did a dog shit job.
Absolutely dropped the ball.
Had to have fucked that court case up, because that makes perfect sense. Like, that is a 1-to-1 like in court that would hold up as like, no, he just meant he saw the he just saw the contract. That's all he meant.
Right.
And it's very.
It seems like he was busy, didn't have enough time, received it, wanted to let him know, hey, I saw that.
Yeah.
It could 100% be perceived the other way, as he, like, the way that the farmer was meaning for it to be. And so it's also on the buyers. It's also on him.
He probably like pulled up the dictionary definition for thumbs up.
Yeah.
Well, that's
like,
in
that
agreement.
means confirmation.
Yeah, that means agreement and confirmation.
Because I think that's the bigger story here that we're not even seeing, is that he didn't send him the money. It's not like he's like, okay, well, we have an agreement. Here's the cash. Deliver it at this date.
Yeah.
There was no transfer of funds from what I'm seeing.
Well, I wonder. I wonder if there was a transfer, because it said that they had worked together in the past, like they had long-standing business relationship together. I
would assume he got paid when it was delivered, which it was never delivered, so he never got paid.
Dude, Jules, you're literally exactly right. He leaned on a dictionary.com definition of the term of the emoji, which states that, quote, it is used to express assent, approval, and encouragement of digital communications.
I should be a lawyer.
Well,
that's so.
I don't know about that. What year is it again?
That's so fucking stupid. This is so.
I knew
dumb.
exactly. They were like, thumbs up means confirmation.
But that's not
lean on that.
Okay, but that still doesn't represent this case. If his argument is, I saw the message and I was simply acknowledging that I had got the contract and agreed that this is an acceptable contract, he could still be like, yep, thumbs up, looks good.
Yeah, right.
I am agreeing that this contract looks good. This is not a legal signature, though.
Moral of the story, always use the Italian finger emoji.
Yeah.
The Italian, hey, it's a good.
I prefer the surfer, the hang 10.
Yeah, the hang 10 is
That's
also
always a
good
solid one to use.
Yeah.
Use
yeah.
the rock hand emoji.
The rock hand emoji is a very good one.
The okay.
Black Santa's always a safe lean.
The Martian peace sign.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or the salute. That's not really a salute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that the finger is pointing directly at the person.
The Chinese flag emoji.
Yeah, that's good. Just say that Taiwan's not a
Yeah.
country, of course. What you know how confused I would be if I sent someone a contract and they replied back with the pointing directly at you
I'd be
emoji.
like, oh shit! What do I have to do?
We can revise it. All right. There's no
Wait.
need to get hostile here.
If I wanted to let him know that I saw this contract with an emoji, I would use the eyeballs.
Oh,
Like the two little looking.
No.
eyeballs.
No,
Looking
because that
boys.
gives me like something's wrong with the contract.
Yeah, that means that in my head, I interpret that as we need to look this over.
Yeah. Mine would be like, you're going to send me a contract? That's how I'd perceive it.
Okay,
I
the
see.
emoji of the girl sitting behind the computer.
I would use a tractor emoji.
What?
Ooh.
Because we're talking about farm work.
Yeah, I would use a tractor emoji
Yeah,
too. That's
yeah.
very neutral.
Very neutral. You're
Yeah.
not saying anything. You're just
Right.
saying
Right.
tractor.
Right.
You're saying this is
That's it.
this is farm work. I will probably need a tractor.
I would send like the acorn emoji.
Yeah.
Just like seeds.
Seeds, yeah.
We're
Maybe the
dealing-
grass emoji.
Yeah, we're dealing in seeds
Yeah.
here. There you go.
Just create
A
a
money
landscape.
emoji, you
Yeah,
know?
Create a farm in
Yeah.
emojis.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
send him a gif of a cat, you know? Just something neutral
No, that's legit what I would do. I would just send him a GIF.
of like farming.
You know what? You know that I would get caught up in some legal kerfuffle because I sent the cool beans emoji. The one of Andy Samberg doing the cool beans. Someone would sue me and be like, he agreed. He said he sent the cool bean. I would have to get Andy Samberg in court.
Your lawyer would be like, Your Honor, we're not even talking about beans. We're talking about seed. Canada's a weird place, man.
Yeah, fucking.
There's no way, I would hope, there's no way that this would happen in America. I would hope.
Dude, yeah, the lawyer for the
I would
farmer.
hope.
The lawyer representing the farmer is an absolute dipshit
Yeah.
lawyer. That's
He-
a bad lawyer.
He needs my boy Atticus Finch on the case.
Public defender.
Yeah.
Definitely a public defender. This guy, I don't know how
He's
you drop the ball like
armed.
this.
Yeah.
I don't know how you drop the ball like this.
Yeah. It's bad.
I get, and I suppose the argument could be like, you can use an X to sign. An X can be a legally binding signature
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it originates from people not knowing how to read and write. So if you couldn't read or write, you could sign an X, and that counts as your
Interesting.
legal signature.
Interesting.
Still applies today. That there's been no revised code or anything that says you can't do that. People still sign with an X. And I know you can make your signature whatever you want it to be. It doesn't
Yeah.
even have to be your name. You could draw a dick on
Yeah.
a signature line and have that at the
Yeah.
bank as your official signature.
Yeah.
I don't think you can register a virtual thumbs up as a legally binding signature.
Yeah. I think it's weird that you can like digitally sign a contract. I
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
that's even sketchy, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if I'm the farmer and this person is taking me to court, I would be pissed. And if my lawyer fucking bombed the case, I'd be double pissed.
You know what I would try as my last ditch effort?
What?
I'd be like, I didn't even reply to that. Someone had my phone.
Fair enough.
I didn't even have my. Yeah, I didn't even
I
have
didn't
my
have
phone.
my phone on me.
I didn't even have my phone on me.
Yeah,
dude.
my grandson must have saw that and sent a thumbs
yeah,
up.
Yeah.
Fun fact: I signed my Styles Rebel Radio contract on Snapchat.
Mm,
Well,
there you go.
Is that legally binding?
that's not the same virtual signature we were talking about.
I think that's legal binding.
Fair.
But it is strange to me that there can be virtual legal binding.
Yeah, and thumbs up emoji especially.
And like you can go to court via Zoom. That seems weird
Yeah,
to me too.
that's wild.
I saw a video where
Because
they
you
were
get a notice to appear.
right. I saw a video of two people were in the same room, but the judge and like the the attorney didn't know, and so the attorney had to like do some shit. I don't know. We're going to break.
216-859-8699.
listening to the Rebel Radio Show.
I didn't walk into this afraid for humanity, yet here we are.
Only on CBW Radio.
We're powered by Raise Energy.
Yeah.
But we're talking about Prime Energy.
Ooh, interesting.
What do you know about Logan Paul's Prime?
I know that it is his drink company with KSI, and they're pretty sweet. They're good, but they're sweet.
Yeah.
And that's like a big brand. I know it was really popular in the UK. I think
Really?
for a while. Yeah, I
It's
think
been banned in a couple of countries now.
Interesting.
Really?
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
first hearing about it. Like, I remember hearing about it and then being like, okay, whatever, I'll see it one day. And then I remember either reading or hearing.
I'll see it one day.
Yeah, and then like it'll be in stores eventually. But then hearing about like it was selling out in UK and like UK
Really?
like stores couldn't keep it on their shelves because kids were buying it so fast.
Hmm.
And
There's
then
also a market for reselling in high schools.
yeah, I believe that there is a resale market of like snacks and stuff in our high school for a little bit. But yeah, it seems to be just like a trendy drink right now for people.
They're okay.
Yeah, they're sweet.
That's my analysis is they're okay.
Yeah.
I had the so there's Prime.
Yeah.
There's Prime Energy.
Yeah.
And there's Prime Hydration.
I really like that concept, by the way.
Yeah.
Energy drinks doing a hydration. Like, imagine if
Yeah.
Gatorade. I think Gatorade does do an energy
Gatorade
drink.
does, yep.
But like Monster doing like a hydration drink, they might do that too. But like,
I
you
think
know what I mean?
They do. It's just really bad.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like more of that where they make an energy drink and also a regular drink if you don't want the energy.
So this is what I'll give to Prime. They do that better than the other ones because
Yeah.
they're the same flavors.
Yeah,
across the board.
they are the same flavor,
Yeah.
which is really nice.
It's like you get a Blue Prime and you get a Blue Prime Energy and it's the same flavor.
Right.
It's not like you get a Monster and then you get a Monster Rehydration and it's like, what is this weird kiwi lime strawberry bullshit
right,
that tastes
right.
like ass? Prime is okay.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with the majority of their flavors, but like you said, they're very sweet. Every single bottle of Prime I've drank, I've had the same thought after, and it tastes like melted slushy.
Yes.
Like when you get an icy at the theater and
Yeah.
you don't drink it right away, and
Yeah.
it's just the pure syrup that's what they taste like to
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
which is fine in small amounts.
Yeah.
But a whole bottle will last me a whole day,
Right.
Because I'm not going to sit there and drink it like a normal
Right.
bottle of
Like
sports
a,
drink.
Like a Gatorade, I could drink semi quickly, but
Yeah.
like a Prime, because it's so sweet, like you're saying, I have to like sip it, and then it gets kind of warm and it tastes weird now that it's super sweet and like room temperature, lukewarm,
And that's the thing is it's marketed as a sports drink, and I don't see it as that.
No,
Because
I couldn't
it's
be athletic
thick.
and drink that.
Yeah, it's thick and it's really sweet.
Right.
Does it have electrolytes? Is that probably
Maybe.
why?
Maybe. I don't know though.
Well, so I want to redact that it's been banned in other countries. It's only been banned by the government in schools in the United
Ah.
Kingdom and Australia.
Interesting.
I'm surprised it's not here.
Yeah.
Fair
it's
enough.
really sweet. It's very, very
yeah.
sweet.
Well, the
But
FDA
it
is
has no
investigating it.
sugar.
The FDA is investigating that.
Mm.
They asked Logan Paul why every Prime energy drink has the equivalent of 6 cans of Coke as far as caffeine goes, without
so
any
crazy.
sugar. Or is it supposed to have 0 caffeine too?
I'm assuming they're talking about the energy one, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is Prime Energy, which claims to have 0 sugar.
Yes.
That's so crazy. That's so crazy. They claim to have 0 sugar. 6 cans of Coke worth of caffeine.
Yeah, who do they think they are? Raise Energy?
That's fucked.
0 sugar, all their cans.
Hey,
It
yo.
still tastes good.
Tastes
Crazy.
great.
Honestly, yeah. I don't know. I don't know because like we know that the FDA is kind of fucked on the shit
Right.
they produce anyway.
Yeah, there's like metal in like all your food.
Yeah, there's weird metal in foods, and
There's a
they ban
standard
colors
amount of
but not other
bugs
colors.
that you're allowed to eat.
There's a certain number of shrimp tails you can find in your cereal.
Honestly.
So I don't know. I don't doubt that there might be something in this, but I feel like from the marketing side of it, like from Logan Paul producing Prime's side,
Right.
what's your plan if you are putting 0 sugar in here and there is actually sugar in here? Like, what's your plan to not get caught?
Well, dude, it's like that crypto zoo thing that he got caught doing.
That's fair.
He still I just saw another video on it where he still hasn't paid the people.
Yeah, you want to break that down a little bit?
Yeah, so there was this big NFT scam that Logan Paul was like promoting on his podcast called CryptoZoo, and it was supposed to be like a game, but also like an NFT, and basically he promoted it for a long time, and he was in a Discord chat about it with a bunch of people who were gonna like buy on launch day or whatever, and all these people bought, and then Logan like left the company, like completely stopped talking about it, and then like the NFT like completely fell apart, and no one got their buyouts worth of money, and Logan Paul, so after like people investigated him for this and being like shady about it, he promised, and this was probably only like 6 months ago, maybe a little more, a little less.
Yeah, it wasn't too long ago.
He promised that he would like pay all these people back, and you know, and he still hasn't. So
and
people are investigating that. Like, why hasn't he paid them back still? You know?
And I think, I could be wrong, I think the ruling on this was the same ruling that a lot of these NFT and crypto sites get when their shit fails, is that they can't be, the consumer cannot try to hold the seller responsible because they know going into it it's not a stable form of currency.
Maybe, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's like what the official ruling is on it.
CoffeeZilla does a really good piece of it on YouTube. You should, listeners, go watch CoffeeZilla, his thing on Logan Paul and CryptoZoo.
So like I don't put it past something fishy to be going on here,
right?
But that's a lot of sugar. If we're talking 6 cans of Coke, right?
Yeah,
that's a lot of sugar to be like, no, we don't have any.
Well, I guess also too, caffeine doesn't necessarily need to come from sugar, right?
No, because a lot of energy drinks are no sugar.
Yeah.
Like,
and maybe is it a situation of, do they mean no sugar for the no sugar for the hydration drink, but then the energy drink is different, you know?
Maybe, because I swear I don't remember seeing it advertised on these that there's zero sugar.
Yeah.
But apparently that's a whole selling point of them.
Really?
Dude.
Yeah, I don't think it's plastered on the can either. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Is like maybe on the bottle I can think that it's zero sugar, but I don't remember seeing on the energy drink can that it is.
One of their drinks is 200 milligrams per 12 ounces. So that's the equivalent of half a dozen cans of Coke or almost 2 Red Bulls.
Wow.
For 1 can of Prime.
That is a lot.
That's crazy. But I will say, Red Bull does have a lower caffeine amount than other energy drink brands.
Where do you see the caffeine amount?
It's usually right on the front.
Really? Maybe I'm just blind. I don't see anything on here. Here you go. Here's this can of Raise Energy.
Let me take a peek.
I'm never also one of the people that looks at like the stats on the drink.
I look for tasty.
Yeah, whatever tastes good, I'll drink. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Is there really anything? He's probably getting a lot of money, right? It's probably a pretty big lawsuit. You think this could be a class action lawsuit?
Especially if maybe like diabetics are drinking it.
Yeah.
And it comes down to a health issue at some point. That's why the FDA has to get involved.
Yeah, there's caffeine in this.
Where though? How much? That's what I want to know.
It doesn't say.
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't see caffeine like listed as like a contained nutrient fact.
Well, it lists it in its ingredients, but it doesn't list it on like the nutrition facts thing, you know? So I can't see how much.
So the caffeine content of an amp is 142 milligrams.
It doesn't say on this one.
How much is in a Prime?
200 milligrams per 12 ounces.
200 milligrams?
Mm-hmm.
This one is...
It's usually in a little shield or something, like a little...
473.
Okay.
473 in this Raise Energy.
Wow. That's pretty good.
Well, how many ounces is that?
16.
So it's a little bigger, so they can probably juice it up a little more.
Yeah.
And I guess Prime's listed as an energy drink too. But also maybe it's a thing of Prime... It's like a Fortnite situation where Prime, like...
What isn't a Fortnite situation?
Well, listen... Prime is probably like more advertising to kids. And if it's
that's the crux of it, from what I'm seeing.
right, and if it's an energy drink, they shouldn't do that. Like how Fortnite is like advertising to kids, but it's a money spending thing, and it shouldn't do that.
Okay, but that's the thing is Prime as a brand advertises to kids, sure. But Prime as a brand also has 3 different kinds of drinks.
Right.
And like so the bottle of Prime isn't as bad as the energy drink of Prime, isn't as good for kids as the hydration line of Prime.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So like again, it might be like the Fortnite thing and the Xbox thing of I saw a whole paragraph in this article from NBC News talking about this, where kids are drinking it because it's targeted with all this catchy advertising and stuff, but you got to kind of put that on the parents too if your kids are buying energy drinks and you're not doing anything about it, you know?
Right. Because they should know, like...
Especially if you're going to turn around and be like, well, I can't believe Prime has all this stuff in it. Well,
it's like, it's a thing of like, the parents should be like, okay, you can buy the hydration drink
right.
of Prime, but don't buy the energy drink.
Right.
It's like, it feels like it's that simple. And maybe it's not that easy when you have a kid. You're probably not, but like...
And it is a different story if the FDA is onto something and they're listing shit wrong on the bottle.
Right.
Because at that point, they're in some deep shit for this.
Right.
And I would assume that can be a class action lawsuit, right? Like if you've purchased the bottle of Prime under the assumption it has 0 sugar, you could be entitled to financial compensation.
Maybe.
I feel like that could be a thing.
You just have to be able to have proof of purchase.
One time I was in a Walmart, and me and my girlfriend were like grocery shopping, and these 2 like 14-year-olds were running around the aisles, and they ran down the aisle that we were in, and the one kid said to the other, he's like, "Hey, bro, don't take that last Prime. That's my Prime, dude. Don't take my last Prime." And the kid like reached up, grabbed a Prime off the thing, like the last Prime, and like ran down the aisle. And I was like, "Damn, that's teenage as fuck. Like that's super 14-year-old. That's a super 14-year-old move, you know."
That was actually me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Little did you know.
Prime literally like flies off shelves.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
That's the thing I don't get is it's okay.
It
is okay.
I think it's the hype.
Yeah. What's going on with, just kind of sidestepping slightly, what's going on with Logan's wrestling career?
He's
like a part-timer?
Well, he's got a new contract. He just re-upped, and I think it's still a part-time contract. But it's so many matches a year is what they're for.
Right.
And he signed a contract. He was at Money in the Bank. He competed in the ladder match.
Yeah.
I thought it looked like he got injured. I guess he's cleared. He's not too banged up.
Right.
But yeah, no, they're talking about putting him in title pictures and shit, I guess.
Hey.
So
fair enough.
Yeah, whatever gets eyes on the product, right?
He's not bad.
Right. I don't hate him.
Listen, here's my thing. If Logan Paul, and I'm not saying this is gonna happen, I'm not saying it should happen, and I'm not even saying it's likely to happen. But if Logan Paul within the next couple of years wins the world championship, everyone's gonna talk. There's gonna be skepticism the first month, right? Like, I can't believe they put the belt on this YouTube guy. This is disgraceful.
Right.
If he holds it for a decent period, 2-3 months, guarantee it gets over, and everyone talks about it. It's like, and it'll bring eyes to the product.
Yeah, I think it would bring it'd bring a lot of eyes to the product, and I think people would. I think it would get over.
Which eventually. At that point, it really pisses me off because we shit on David Arquette for being a WCW World Heavyweight Champion. And my God, he is one of the best. Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes, DDP, David Arquette, some of the best WCW champions there ever were.
Fair enough. I like Logan Paul.
Actually, I like Logan Paul. That's the thing is, like, I like him, and I think if you put him in the U.S. title picture or something, I could see him winning the belt. I have no problem with him. He's really good in the ring, too. It's just...
I always think of the Dead Forest.
The Dead Forest does kind of kill it, right?
I always think the Dead Forest.
Is that our version of Dane Cook? Is this our version of, like, we can look past the Dead Forest at least a little bit?
I think, yeah, at least a little bit. I can be like, okay, yeah, that move that he hit off the ropes with the one guy and they both hit, that was cool. I like that.
That was cooler than the Suicide Forest. Yeah.
Way fucking cooler than Suicide Forest. Let me tell you.
He just made a bad choice of what he decided to put online.
Yeah,
why would he decide to upload it? The thing.
He was young and dumb, and he really wanted. That was like early
his
YouTube
prime
for him.
YouTube
yeah, that
days,
was like
so.
that was literally like his prime early YouTube days when he was first blowing up.
Yeah.
And he just vlogged every second of every day.
I remember
basically.
watching that video of him and like that wasn't the only bad thing that he did in that video. He walked around in the like the rice field hat and the Chinese garb and was like harassing people in the street and like throwing fish around, and it was the whole video was just really bad, like super duper poor taste.
That's in China or Japan?
It might have been Japan, might have been China, might have been Japan.
Sure.
I'm not.
Did he get banned from wherever that was? Did I hear
an
that
Asian
right?
country. Probably, I would assume. Because it was. I remember it making like headline news.
Oh yeah,
that he did that because it was really bad and like. Yeah, I remember him making like the apology video after, and I think he might have made a song apology too.
Oh Lord,
I think he might have.
He made a diss track about himself.
Something, yeah.
Yikes.
But yeah, Logan Paul has had an interesting career. I think the Suicide Force thing, I think he was dumb, young, trying to get clicks.
It
I think
will
it was really
always be
super
in the
poor
back
taste.
of your mind.
Yeah, and it'll always be in the back of your mind.
But it is something we can look past now.
I think the bigger thing is like he knows that was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
He got spanked for it. He got virtually spanked for it by the internet.
And like you said, he was a lot younger and a lot dumber.
Yeah.
And I think he regrets it.
Yeah.
And he's trying to move past that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Chris D'Elia and Dane Cook and Molly Sings are all just like, nope, we're not the problem.
We are the same person. We just want more people to come see us.
Right. Yeah. Just come back.
It's like, nope, nothing happened.
Please, just come back. We didn't do anything wrong. Yeah.
I think that also, like, you really can't compare the two, right? But taking a poorly timed video in a bad spot, like it's very distasteful and gross, and is a national issue for where he was. But he's also not endangering children.
Yeah, nobody.
To me personally, that's pretty high up on the criminal list of like worst things you can do is harming children.
Yeah.
So I'm always gonna look at those people in a lot worse light.
I don't disagree with that. I feel like it's a little bit of an apples oranges thing because like the Suicide Force thing was like he went there to find a body and then he found a body and it was like, why did you do that?
Yeah.
You know, so like there was still it just, that feels like the Miranda Sings, Chris D'Elia, those people are way worse. It's just that what Logan did was still like. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
there was
you really...
You know that this was going to be bad from the jump.
Right.
I'm remembering a fairly popular horror movie that was out in that time that was like something about a suicide.
I think Slenderman came out into theaters.
I was going to say it was a Slenderman
time.
movie, right?
There was something that was in the popular light and that probably his teenage mind was like, ooh, that'll get me views.
100%.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, also, like...
He was just dumb.
Yeah, being a YouTuber in that time period, hearing something called the Suicide Force is like, I gotta get content there. That's content, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know, and that's me playing devil's advocate because like it was super fucked up, obviously.
Who's to say he didn't like fully not believe in the Suicide Forest? He was probably like, oh, I'm gonna go like we did the Grassman, even though he's completely real.
The problem is with that. The problem is with that, and. As much credit as I'd like to give him in that aspect of like, well, let's just go out and shoot it and see if anything happens.
Right.
The moment he uploads it, is the problem with it.
Like it's called the Suicide. He went in with the prior knowledge of, oh, this is called the Suicide Forest. People go into this forest to hang themselves and commit suicide. Like if I go in there, that's like us being like, oh, let's do a live show there. You know? Like how you said, it's the Grassman thing, except that was a way more serious situation.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, Grassman's super serious. Don't get me wrong. I don't fuck with
We're on
that
his good
guy.
side. So.
Yeah. But we're
friends.
We're friends.
Yeah,
he's friend of the
he's
show.
cool. Yeah,
Grassman,
friend of the show, Grassman.
Yeah.
Have you seen him?
I text him every now and again.
That's good.
Keep up.
Yeah.
He did have a cell phone.
He did. He had one of them satellite phones.
But yeah, Logan Paul is just kind of an interesting character. Him and his brother are both like. I for a while, I hated them, and now I think it's like they've both gone into their respective fields of like Logan does podcasting, and like. I don't know if he does YouTube anymore, but he does WWE too. Those are his things. And then Jake.
And his gear is cool.
Yeah, and Jake does boxing, and he's like actually serious. He doesn't make YouTube or anything anymore. He's actually serious about being a boxer. So it's like, okay, I have a little bit more respect for both of them. Still think they're probably total asshats, but
well, that's the thing is like they grew up, right? They actually grew up and started being adults.
Well, I don't
and
know
that's when you can be like, okay, well. We used to shit on these guys for making stupid YouTube content and cashing in on the algorithm, and they don't actually do anything. But they are passionate about boxing and wrestling and media production, and that's what they did. And
they did it well.
Yeah, and they busted their ass for it.
I don't know if you know this. We had a high school teacher that went to college with Logan Paul.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't want to say any names, but the math class.
Okay, yeah.
Function, stats, and
Yeah.
trig. He went
Really?
when I had all those study halls with him, he told me that he went to OU with Logan Paul.
Oh,
And he was a total jock, like,
Yeah.
you know, Jersey Shore fist bumping.
What you'd
shirtless.
expect from Logan Paul.
Right,
yeah.
right. And then, crazier than that, when I went to college, I dormed with people who went to high school at I don't want to say the name of the high school, but they went to high school with Jake Paul, and they said
Really?
that he was the same way, that he was douchebag, jock, asshat, fist pumping guy, like playing speaker in the hall,
Yeah.
walking around this class halls like speaker kind of guy.
I mean, they grew up like not that far.
They grew up
from,
super close
like,
to us.
We're
this
sorry about
area.
Westlake for the
Yeah,
rest of the world.
Yeah, okay, Westlake. That was the.
I'm
high
just
school I
gonna.
was-
We're sorry about Westlake.
we're
for
sorry
the
about
rest of the world.
Westlake. Yeah.
And Parma for that
Yeah,
matter
sorry
too.
about Parma too.
Sorry
yeah.
about majority of Ohio.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here.
Yeah. But yeah, so I've known like two separate groups that know both of the Paul brothers, and they both said that they're kind of like jockey chads, you know.
They look like it. That's how they were on Vine.
Right.
Well,
they're jockey chads.
I'll
That's
tell you
what they
this:
are.
48% of our demo comes from the Ohio area.
Yeah.
Which is less than half, which is wild.
That is
like,
kind of wild.
Yeah.
More than half comes from out of state.
Yeah, more than half comes from other states.
Yeah.
But 48% of our demo comes from Ohio. So if you know the Paul brothers or any other one in the area that's a local celebrity,
Yeah.
216-859-8699. That's 216-859-8699. Shoot us a text and let us know. Or join us on the Discord server, stylesrebelradio.com. That's where you can get all of our great content. Of course, we're out every Wednesday in podcast form as the Rebel Podcast, but we also have a ton of other shows we produce as well, monthly and bi-weekly, not bi-monthly, bi-weekly.
Yeah.
On stylesrebelradio.com, like Shani is off air.
That's me.
We have Beyond Bounds and the Pigeonhole with Evan and the AIP, that's the Artificial Intelligence Podcast, as well as backlogs of old shows like Sports Avenue and Culturally Relevant as well.
Heyo.
You can check out all those at stylesrebelradio.com. All of our links to our socials are there as well. And of course, like we mentioned, the Discord server where there's a bunch of exclusive content there as well. We're live every Monday, well, most every Monday here on CBW Radio. You can get there at cbwradio.com. It's also where you can get 2 months free of Surfshark VPN. Click on the Surfshark icon in the upper left-hand corner. Get 2 months free, unlimited devices, unlimited members, and a pretty hefty discount for the remainder of your time here with them right there. Again, that's cbwradio.com. Click on the Surfshark icon and start being protected online for 2 months completely free. You can also go to repsports.com. I've got my Rays in my hand right now. It's the strawberry colada flavor. You can get yours, repsports.com. Fill up your cart and save 15% total at checkout when using promo code CBWSETME. That's CBWSETME at checkout for 15% off your total purchase. Until next time, I've been Radio's Rebel DJ Style. On the board is Jules.
Bye.
To my right is Shani.
Bye, everyone.
For the best world heavyweight champion to ever exist in WCW, David Arquette. Peace.